Good evening, Drew. From the
Oh, is this
car?
happening?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I sound
I,
okay? I mean, this is
uh,
this is going to be one of those.
yeah. No, I think you sound. You mean you don't sound perfect, but you sound better than last
Okay.
time.
All right. Yeah, I'm going straight AirPods this time.
Okay.
I'm not even going to try to fuck with the Bluetooth in the car.
Okay. Makes
Oh
sense. Makes
God.
sense.
Yeah. So it's going to be one of these folks.
Okay. Hold on.
This is. Oh, okay. Holding.
Should I call him? Should I call him?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
call him. I
Okay.
mean,
How do I? Okay. Hold on.
I believe in you.
Add participants. There we go. Here we
There
go.
we go.
Uh,
Participants is an interesting way to classify what we do here.
let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Okay, still calling. Still calling.
Okay. Still calling.
Still calling.
Okay, this is gonna be another threesome, folks. In case that's not abundantly clear.
Oh,
Yeah, this is going to be
maybe.
probably, most definitely, if it's going to be up there, probably one of the worst podcasts we're ever going to do. For reasons that will become clear very
Oh.
quickly. So,
I
a
think,
little.
think we're all here.
We're all here.
Oh man, you sound like shit.
You sound like shit.
I'm about to sound like more shit. I'm gonna eat some peanut M&Ms.
Just
Okay.
make sure you do that right in the mic for me. Right
Yep.
in the mic.
Yeah,
Ladies
I
and
got
gentlemen, Erik Darling.
coming in hot, baby.
Oh.
Okay.
Rip it, baby. What you drinking
Look,
there?
I got my Hotel Modelo. I'm good.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Hotel. Like, what, say that again.
I got my Hotel Modelo.
Modelo.
I am staying at the Dallas Fort Worth Grand Hyatt in the airport.
In
And,
the actual airport.
in the fucking airport, because this is the closest thing to the I don't know, the Microsoft site that I could find that wasn't $1,300 a night. So
Okay.
here we are.
$1,300 a night. Okay, so we need to do some splaining. We need to do some splaining here.
All right.
Joining us this week is Erik, because we always love when one of our 6 listeners, who also happens to be Erik, joins us on one of these podcasts.
How many Eriks make up your 6 listeners?
One Erik.
All right.
Yeah.
Erik.
Oh, okay.
Probably.
That's
Probably. We're not sure on the stats. We don't trust the stats. Erik, why don't you explain
Yes.
what it is you're doing right now and why you're also doing this remotely?
All right. So normally, when Drew and Paul invite me on the podcast, it's because one of them won't be there. I don't know why. I don't know how I got roped into this one, but I'm cool with it. But I am currently in Dallas, Texas. Tomorrow, I am delivering a full day of SQL Server performance tuning wizardry for Data Saturday Dallas, and so that's why I'm here talking to you on shitty AirPods.
Yeah, and give yourself a plug. Where can people find you if they want to make their SQL servers go faster in exchange for money?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter, I'm on LinkedIn. You can find me skulking around YouTube. I don't know. I'm probably, if you just look for Erik Darling SQL, I'm probably the easiest person to find.
I'm a big fan of your TikTok content, quite frankly. That's where I've been consuming the most Erik Darling recently. He's been on TikTok.
So that's great, because that's the one thing that brings my wife joy, is humiliating me on TikTok. So
yeah, she's your editor on there. Correct?
She is my social media intern. She's doing a wonderful job, and I'm very, very proud of her. Very proud of her. I don't know, what is it? Continued professionalism in the world of social media for under the Darling Data banner. Yep.
Keeping it in the family, as you were. I mean, a lot of people say you shouldn't hire family members to work for you, but it seems to be working for you.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the job she's doing, even though I didn't watch any of it. So
Okay. Now, and Drew, where are you? You're in the car.
Okay, so yeah,
For
so
fun?
Wait. Which car is Drew?
Oh, good call.
I'm in the truck.
Let's figure this out.
Yeah, your truck
truck.
Drew is in full effect.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, so
Where is Drew trucking to?
all right. So I left Jacksonville, Florida before 7 a.m. this morning, and
Wow.
I'm currently nestled firmly in the stinky bosom of Ohio's armpit right now. I'm I'm approaching Athens, Ohio, so I'm actually not too far from home. When I originally sort of planned this, I had planned on taking the call shortly, like kind of where we did it from last time, because that like ate up a considerable portion of the trip home. So if we go for an hour, I'll actually be pretty close to my house, I think.
How many Athens have you gone through today?
How many Athens have I gone through today?
Yeah.
I mean, look, I had to pass through like the OxyContin capital of Ohio, right, which is like Portsmouth, Ohio. Like when people talk about the OxyContin epidemic and fentanyl, they're basically speaking about Portsmouth, Ohio. So I had to go through there, and now I am.
You lived. Did you get a T-shirt?
No, I didn't. I mean, I didn't stop. I mean, I rolled up the windows and locked all the doors. So, yeah, but I do like. I really, really have to pee, and there is nothing. Like there's an awesome chance you might actually hear like piss Drew on the side of the highway.
Yeah, any place in the bathroom if you're brave enough.
Yeah. My bladder is like close to bursting because I've had a lot of caffeine today.
Okay.
Because I've been on the road for a very, very long time.
I don't know. Maybe you should just stop in a rest station.
So this is a 2-lane road, Eric. I know that everything's a highway in New York. Okay. Yeah. Like there's nature is your rest stop here. Like, yeah. But there's just enough traffic that I don't want anybody to see my micro penis. So like I don't want to like pull over and like try to go to the bathroom here.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the fact that you're in the woods kind of severely limits the chances that you'll find a decent glory hole.
Good point. I mean,
yeah, I mean, if that's what I was going for, I mean, I don't have any fentanyl to trade for that, so I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, but if you just pull out a bag of Skittles, you can fly.
Oh God, I would crush some Skittles right now. I'm so hungry.
Hey, there's a bag of them in the hotel fridge if you want.
Yeah. So are you just raiding your hotel's mini bar? Is that what you're doing?
So I stepped off an airplane almost exactly 40 minutes ago, and since I'm staying in the airport, it was quite convenient to get to my hotel. Also depressing because there's an escalator directly from my hotel lobby to the airport. Normally I get to the hotel and I go to the hotel bar and I commence my evening activities, but I have to talk to you nerds for an hour. So,
well, don't let us stop you. Go to the bar. I mean, let's make this completely unlistenable.
I scoped it out. The hotel bar was not a good place for this. Both because of the volume and I don't know. Like I really just don't want like I don't know. Like I have a hard enough time when people watch me chew. Like never mind like watching me talk casually to friends like this. If you were like here in real life, it'd be one thing, but it's like talking to you on headphones, I feel like a crazy person. Like there was this one time I was taking the train, like of course in New York, and like there was just like this random kid just like sitting a couple seats down from me, doing like the Inspector Gadget hand to his face, talking to his dad for like the entire train ride. But like everyone on the train looking at him knew that he wasn't actually talking to his dad. Like he was talking to like his pinky finger and listening through his thumb. And I don't know, like ever since then, I've been really spooked about having any sort of conversation in public. I don't want to look like that guy.
Eric, I will Venmo you $50 right now if you go to the hotel bar and shout, "Shh, everybody be quiet, I'm recording a podcast."
Listen, I mean, I appreciate the effort, Paul, but $50 does not get you a lot from Eric Darling.
Yeah.
Eric Darling is a man of means.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Okay. $50 doesn't even buy the first round, Paul.
Okay, all right.
And in the place Eric Darling, he rubs shoulders with very, very impressive people.
Have you started? Yeah, very impressive people. Like the room service people at the airport hotel. I'm really balling out here. Do you start recording?
Yeah, the show is the
my
show.
Reputation, my reputation is ruined now.
Hey, okay.
Yeah, nobody listens.
Do over. Cut that.
I have to do this. Speaking of horrible podcasts, okay?
Oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you read this, Drew, but if not, this is going to be fantastic. We're on YouTube for some reason. Okay, I don't know why.
I'm also on YouTube for some reason.
Okay, it's just like it just sucks the RSS feed in and does its own video. But we received our first troll comment on last episode, and
the episode where I cried because my dog died.
Yes.
Let's be very clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to know how to respond, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this down into 5 parts, okay? And I want to comment on each part as we go, okay? So first of all, it's by somebody named Mayhem's Dead, okay? That is a reference to the original lead singer of the black metal band Mayhem.
So it's a friend of yours, Paul. This is not a Drew.
Okay.
This is not a
extremely that is an extremely targeted reference.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's just so
very. That's a. Are we sure this isn't Paul?
It's very much not. So his YouTube video, he's got 25 subscribers.
Damn.
He's got a playlist of doom metal and a playlist of Dota stuff. Okay, so I just want to that's just what we're working with here. It's what we're working with here. Okay. So he has structured his comment into 4 lines. I'm going to read each line, and then I would like to discuss. Okay. Line 1. At first, I was excited, thinking I stumbled upon a hidden gem in its infancy. Drew, what episode number was last episode?
It's like in the 250s.
251.
Yeah, okay.
251. Okay. So we've been doing this for a while.
If you were to think about that rationally, that is about 2,500 hours of material.
Yeah, it's significant. We've done this a lot. Okay.
Odd episode to start listening to.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Where I drone on about cars that Paula doesn't care about for 40 fucking minutes and then cry about my dog. Weird podcast to quote unquote stumble upon.
At its infancy. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Second line. Fast forward 20 full minutes. I am bored to tears. Okay. All right.
Yeah. And
okay. Yeah. Okay. I like to remind everybody this podcast isn't for you. Okay. All right. The next line is meaty. It's a bunch of questions. Okay. What is the point of your podcast? Is your script AI generated? Are you trying to be the podcast equivalent of Seinfeld, but tone deaf? Why is that every other sentence is someone stuttering or struggling to get a point across? Okay, I mean, valid points.
Man, that's a real tough potpourri of questions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, okay, listen. Hey, Mayhem, if you're listening, first of all, go fuck yourself. Second of all, this isn't for you. If you had started at a more reasonable number and didn't pick the podcast where my dog died, you might know that we don't do this for you.
No.
We do this for me and Paul. And if you choose to listen, great. I'm sure we have some episodes that are pretty funny. Yeah. But that definitely wasn't one of them. Okay. So, quote unquote hidden gem. I mean, first of all, thank you very much. It's a very charitable way to describe us. But this isn't for you. And I don't really care if you listen.
All right. Last line.
So Mayhem, what I would suggest is that you find the episodes that I'm on. Because those ones, those are the hidden gems within the hidden gems. And those are really the ones that you should start with. That's the real canonical material here.
Right. Okay. The very last line. This isn't going anywhere, boys.
Yeah. 254 episodes later, it clearly hasn't gone anywhere. We have no signs of slowing down, by the way.
All right. So if we want to reply, if we want to say something back to Mayhem's Dead, I have the reply button open, ready to go.
Thanks.
I think
that was exactly my first thought. It's just right. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. Or you know what? Like, I don't even think words are necessary. How about just an emoji? Like, just one emoji response.
Okay. All right. All right.
Wait.
YouTube's emojis are weird. So
I would vote against an explicit emoji.
Okay.
I would just give the comment a thumbs up. It's the ultimate non-reply. That's the best you can
also
do.
good. Also good.
Yeah, because I'm going to tell you one of the most infuriating things in my life is like every day, or not every day, but like every time someone like Microsoft Outlook has this thing where like you can give a thumbs up to a message.
Yes.
And instead of that thumbs up coming across to you as like a reply, you get this thing from like the Microsoft Response Digest, where they'll send you an email to tell you that someone did a thumbs up to your message. And quite frankly, that is the most infuriating thing to happen to email. I think since I've started using email in 1993.
Right.
And so I think if you just gave that message a thumbs up,
just a thumbs up,
that would be enough, because they would probably get an email that was just like doing their best, responded.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Because I am logged into the podcast account, so I'm definitely going to do it from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like,
I think
I love the
cool.
thumbs up reply.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it is kind of cool that you got compared to Seinfeld, though. You know, like a lot of people try their whole lives to get compared to Seinfeld, and you guys, it was only 250 episodes.
I know.
A mere 250, and then bam, you're
look,
you're
quite
Jerry and
frankly,
George.
we would have more if our damn schedules didn't get in the way, because we're bursting with content week over week, whether everybody loves it or not. We will find something to talk about.
Bursting with content. All right, I did it. The response is a thumbs up.
Nice. All right.
Oh.
Well, you know what? I mean, I like it because it is passive aggressive, and it is also like, you know, it just like it's going to give them a little bit of affirmation. Like, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't have words.
Yeah, we see you. We see you.
We see you.
This is all you get.
We see you. Yeah.
We're not AI generated. AI can never give you a thumbs up.
Yeah, AI has not come for our germs. Like, it has not. It has not stymied us.
So when I was thinking about it, I had two responses in my head. One was just the word thanks, and the second one was AID's nuts. But yeah, I like the thumbs up.
Another satisfied customer. Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
We did it. Yeah, we did it. Mission accomplished. We've done it.
You know what? That was a good comment by committee. I like the way we handled it. Very diplomatic.
Yeah.
That was the United Nations of response.
I wanted to bring it to the board.
And I'm glad that we involved the audience, aka Eric, in crafting the response. I love that we all came together to do that. That feels wholesome.
Yes. Yeah. I feel good about that. Yes. Thank you. Oh.
All right, so, I can't see the doc, but someone suggest a topic while I try not to piss my pants.
So I was actually trying to find your podcast on YouTube. So I searched "Doing Their Best Podcast," but I seem to be finding a lot of other podcasts.
Well, because we suck, so they don't.
There's something. Actually, there's something about an algorithm change. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just wanted to find
that's the other thing. So hold on, before we move on. First of all, how the fuck does somebody just stumble upon us on YouTube? Like, we are not easy to find.
I'm having
a real hard time.
Was somebody our show notes does the transcript go into the comments, or does it just like the show notes?
No, it's just the show notes, I believe.
I mean, if this guy's truly a metalhead, which all signs seem to point that it is, like, I'm sure that like somehow the algorithm recommended us to him based on bands that maybe we put in show notes. Like that's the only reasonable explanation that I have about how this person found us.
Maybe.
Wow, you put all your episodes on here.
Well, okay, so
No.
Okay, it was a robot did. All I did is go to YouTube and say I have an RSS feed of podcasts.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying that they're all there.
Yeah.
So like he could have stumbled on 251 and been like, wait a minute, maybe this is just crazy talk, but maybe 251 is not a good entry point. Maybe I should start at a lower number, like maybe somewhere in the single or double digits, where I could maybe get more familiar with these two fine gentlemen, and I could learn what their podcast is really about. Maybe
and like
251. I'm sure they're extra wiggly.
Yeah,
wasn't a good entry point, especially with the dead dog material.
It's.
And like, look, we do have running gags on the show. Like, we've done enough episodes where we have, like, quote unquote, some goofs and gaffes that we revisit from time to time. But like, how you find 251 and start there?
Yeah,
and I'm gonna call that one of our most raw episodes because emotions were raw. But we have better episodes.
You know what? I'm going to go give that episode and that comment a thumb.
Nice.
Because I finally found it.
Nice.
It took me the entire time Drew was talking to find your podcast and that comment, but we're there now.
Truly living up to the name of Hidden Gem.
Literally. Oh, yeah. 100%. All right. I want to tell you all a story. It's going to be a Paul heavy episode, but I'm going to do it. Okay. The story is called The Curb. Okay. Now, as kind of a prologue to the story, for our home and auto insurance, we go through an insurance agent. Okay. And when Zachary, my son, got his driver's license, we had to add him to the policy. And during that time, he's like, well, let me shop around, see if I can get you a better deal because, insuring a 18-year-old boy is expensive. And he did, he did find us a new insurance company, did save us some money. That was approximately about 6 months ago. That fact's going to be important here in a second. Okay. So, about a week and a half ago, roughly, I am driving to the high school to pick up my daughter from, band sectional practice. And I get a call from my wife. And she informs me that she has hit a curb and destroyed destroyed her tire. Destroyed it. Big old gash in it. Okay. Now, so
gash.
Okay. This curb is infamous because this is not the first car she has hit this curb with the same car.
Sorry, I have to do this. Have to do this. Paul, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I have to do this because I can't see the dog title. I'm sure they have a big gash. Continue.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yep, 100%.
Writing it now.
I'm sure they have a big gash.
Typing it. Sure, they have a big. Perfect.
Hopefully, Mayhem is satisfied with that.
I hope so. Hope he loves this episode.
He's coming back. He'll get hooked.
He's back. Yeah, he's hooked. Yeah.
That's all it took.
So she has flattened multiple tires, like maybe 2 or 3, but hit this curb multiple times. It's like leaving where she works. So in my head, I'm like, well, I am nowhere near where she is at, so I can't help, and I don't know how long it is going to take for me to get my daughter, get her home, and get back out there. So in my head, my brain goes, hey, your new auto insurance has roadside assistance. You can call the number on the back of the insurance card and they'll send somebody out. So I told my wife, why don't you call the insurance company, get roadside assistance. Hopefully someone will get out to you before I can get there. So my wife's like, great, no problem. Well, so my wife calls the insurance company and explains the situation and, gives her all the policy information and stuff like that. And the nice person on the phone politely lets my wife know, I'm sorry, I can't help you. Your policy is expired.
I was waiting for that one.
So, we learned via the curb that we had no home or auto insurance at the current time. I mean, it's not a very good story, but it is a story. Yeah, so I had to spend the next day getting insurance back.
And did you get insurance back?
Yes. My insurance agent, who I was not extremely happy with, assured me that it was not his fault. It was the insurance company's fault. They didn't process the renewal right. Whatever. But yeah, if she hadn't hit that curb, we probably wouldn't have realized it until someone looked at the date of their insurance card and goes, "Huh, this is hella expired."
Isn't life a miracle, Paul?
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing how things just work out for some people? Like, if you were any other just like Joe Schmo off the street, you probably would have like had your house burned down with everyone in it, and then they would have been like, "Huh,
whoopsie whoopsie, you don't have insurance."
Bad news here. Like I know you've been making payments, but it looks like you don't actually have insurance.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like could have been anyone.
Well, there's also the little niggling fact that that's like kind of like against the law to not have auto insurance.
oh yeah. Excuse me, I just got water in my lungs. I'm keeping that in the episode, by the way.
Go for it.
This one's for you, Mayhem's Dead.
That's okay. Most of the albums he listens to probably sound like exactly what you're doing.
Yeah. Slightly illegal. Also, 18-year-old son driving a car uninsured.
Yeah. Imagine him trying to explain that to the police.
Yeah. And
huh?
Okay.
My
Yeah.
parents?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And on top of it, like I believe he put it off to the last possible minute getting a parking pass for the school this year. And during that time, he was filling out the application. He's like, "I need a copy of our insurance card." And I was like, "Ha! Joke's on you."
Oh, I mean, Paul. Yeah. I mean, good call there. He's a teen boy. Everything gets put off to the last minute. So,
yep.
No surprises.
Yeah.
We were all there once.
So that's the curb. That's the curb.
That's the curb. So, which one of you weirdos wanted underwear recommendations?
Yeah.
And who are? And so, okay.
Yeah, that's me.
Let me ask a follow-up question. Who are the underwear recommendations for? Is it like you, a significant other, or a quote-unquote friend of yours?
Okay, listen. I'll make this as brief as possible.
Brief. I see what you did there.
Nailed it.
Hey.
Puns are assault, Drew.
I'm sorry.
Puns are assault.
I want to apologize for Drew.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Apologize for Drew doing that. He didn't mean it.
Sorry. I'm really
up.
sorry. Yeah, that was, I know everybody expects better of me, but anyway, listen, here's the deal. I don't shop for underwear and socks often enough, and my underwear is looking pretty bad. So I'm just curious what everybody's sort of underwear preferences are. Like, are we boxers? Are we briefs these days? Like, what are we doing?
I'm a completely different option. I am on trunks, baby.
Oh, okay.
Trunks.
Okay.
Trunks. They are like boxer briefs, but they are shorter in cut in the thigh. So if you have strong muscular thighs, like I do, because I do proper squats and deadlifts, then they're great, because you don't have to deal with them being overly constricting in the wrong places.
Gotcha. Talk amongst yourselves while I go piss in this Taco Bell. Be right back.
All right. So, Drew, what kind of underwear are you wearing right now? Don't say dirty, because I'm already halfway there.
I think he muted. I think he's on mute while he takes a piss.
I don't know why, because this is exactly the type of content that Mayhem would want to hear. Mayhem would want to hear Drew P. Full stream. I don't understand why we're editing that out. Why are we censoring the Drew?
I don't know.
Stream.
We always say the show is the show, so I don't do a lot of editing.
Yeah, well, yeah. It was, so it's. I honestly, I think it's dishonest for Drew to censor his P stream. Honest.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, and now I have someone calling me. I don't understand. I don't know who it is, but I hope you don't hear any weird beeps.
You definitely answer. Just roll with it.
Just ring them in.
Yeah.
Hey, you're live on the air.
All right, again, answer it. Shh, I'm recording a podcast.
They gave up already. They quit me. Wait, can you still hear me?
I sure can.
Oh, okay. Phew. I have no idea what just happened because everything got real quiet, and I didn't know if like that call messed things up on the thing.
Nope, absolutely.
All right, cool. So, Paul, what have you been up to with your life? Since we last spoke, like 3 weeks ago.
Band season has started. Band
season has started. Oh, so your kids have been back in school now for a bit. Mine just restarted school today. So, I mean, you know, I got on a plane to Dallas, but me and my wife are both secretly celebrating being released from the shackles of summer and having to like deal with kids who are home full time. I mean, aside from like camp and vacation, but you know, vacation with kids is dismal.
Yeah. No, marching band season. Marching band.
Do they both march in bands, or is it just one that marches in bands?
This is the 1 year I have where they're going to be both in marching band together.
Really? So what are their instruments? What do they play?
Excuse me, what
do they march with?
I'm still trying to drown myself. Apparently,
that's okay. I forgive you.
My son plays trumpet, and my daughter plays mellophone.
What the hell is a mellophone?
Okay, so she normally plays French horn.
Oh,
and French horns are
French horn. I know. It's in that Christmas song.
Yes. French horn. A, very expensive. B, not easy to hold, so they don't march with them. So a mellophone is basically a big trumpet. It's a big trumpet.
A big trumpet. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on board with that.
Yeah.
And so my only experience with marching with bands of any kind was playing drums in high school.
Okay.
And because you know, it's really hard to find anyone willing to do anything in a goofy uniform in high school. I got recruited to play drums, and I always carried the like big rack of tom-toms. So it was like the 4 tom-toms, the big shoulder rack thing.
That's what I also did in high school. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here. Mm-hmm. How the hell did that happen?
It's just
I thought you were cool.
No, I'm a big giant nerd. Yeah.
All right. Well, okay, we have that in common. I mean, it's nice we figured that out while Drew's taking a leak and maybe peeing on his shoes. Maybe, I don't know, being assaulted in a men's room. You never can tell. Never can tell with what hijinks Drew is going to get up to.
Man, like a Taco Bell bathroom. That's like right up there at the Waffle House bathroom. Like that place is seen.
Untrue.
Untrue.
Waffle House, because Waffle House bathroom is basically a fight club.
Okay.
Taco Bell bathroom. That's just like a confessional for your butthole.
Yeah.
Like you were just going to just like explain to God what you did wrong in the Taco Bell bathroom.
Oh, the chalupa's going right through me. Oh, no.
Yeah,
I repent. I repent.
Seven deadly layers of sins.
Oh, you know, it'd be funny if we just hung up.
Yeah, he just comes back and we're like, man, I could hear that whole thing, Drew. Also, I just wanted to point out, Drew has been muted for more than a regulation P amount of time.
Maybe there was a lot. Maybe he went in there and smelled that aroma. He's like, oh shit, I gotta get some chicken taco supremes or something.
Okay, you know what? You can unmute for that. I think, you know, unmuting for the Taco Bell order would be compelling, like podcast material. That man is doing something else. This is like when we used to play video games. And he'd be like, I have to go to the
Is he dropping a
Yeah,
deuce?
this is like when we used to play video games. He'd be like, "I gotta poop. I'll be right back," and then he never came back. Like he would like idle out on the video game and just never show up again.
Okay, like he did.
He would just leave like leave me and Arthur just wondering where Drew was.
This is an Irish goodbye. Okay.
Yeah, but
I
like
get it.
but instead of like going out the door, like going out the front door, you just went in the bathroom and somehow disappeared.
Oh wait, I think he's back. Ish.
I don't know if that was a car door or a gun. It's hard to tell. It could be him unrolling his wad of Databricks money.
Oh yeah, or that Taco Bell bag.
Getting ready to pay for that combo meal.
He's that's the sound his truck makes.
Yeah. Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, sure can.
Okay. All right. So hold on.
We can hear you the whole time, Drew. What the fuck are you doing?
Well, no, I just got back in my truck. I left my phone in the truck.
Okay.
A lot of things just oh shit, hold on. I went to my fucking Bluetooth. Hang on. a lot of things just happened at the Nelsonville Taco Bell. Like a lot of things.
That's bad OPSEC, first of all.
Yeah,
but,
so
go on.
Well, you need to know just a little slice of life of central. I guess this is central-ish Ohio now. So I walk into the Taco Bell. The restrooms. I have one simple rule about pissing in a restroom.
You do
if
it
there's
sitting down.
No, absolutely not, for reasons I'm about to explain. If I walk into like a fast food bathroom and there's no urinal, the protocol is I'm never touching that seat. There's no circumstance I'm ever touching that seat.
Yes.
I will do my damnedest not to pee on the seat, but if it happens, I'm not cleaning it up either. Like, have a urinal in a men's room. Right. This wasn't a universal bathroom. Like that. I saw that a couple of different places where I stopped today. Where like there's just like the bathrooms are just all gender. Right. It's just like it's just a bathroom. Anybody can use it. Doesn't matter.
Piss on the floor.
Piss on the floor. Right. Just do whatever. Just wash your hands. I don't care. First of all, when I walked into the Taco Bell, all the employees were outside. Every single employee was outside. So I did my. So I'm getting there. So I walk into the bathroom and I hear yelling through the walls outside.
Oh no!
I think someone just quit. Someone's having a real bad night. I'm now sitting in the parking lot, like getting ready to get back on the road here. And a lot of people are on cell phones. I think someone had a real bad day and somebody quit. And then there's another little yellow Chevy Cavalier parked over here that I'm pretty sure people are buying weed out of.
Oh shit! Totally. Surely
if there were any place to sell weed, it's a Taco Bell parking lot
in Nelsonville, Ohio. Yeah.
Where, by the way,
is right across the street.
It is now legal to sell recreational marijuana.
Which is wild, right? Which is wild. Like, you're going to expose yourself. I mean, you're going to do that, and it's now legal. I mean, that's a choice.
It is. It's a lifestyle.
So stop on by the Taco Bell, still painted in the traditional Taco Bell colors, Nelsonville, Ohio, right across the street from the Nelsonville Senior Center. If you kind of want to know where I'm at when I'm speaking to you right now.
That's where Drew's selling weed.
That's where I just bought a whole bunch of really bad weed.
Stems and seeds.
If you're lucky. And maybe,
sticks, baby.
Yeah, and by sticks we mean needles. All right, so I missed the rest of the underwear discussion. Where did we leave off on that?
We didn't have it.
Oh, we waited for you.
Okay, so
you're the underwear man.
Yeah, so Eric, give me your recommendation here. So they're what are they? How did you describe them?
They're called trunks. The name of the cut is trunks. That's not the name of the brand. I'm partial to Calvin Klein trunks, so I feel like Marky Mark when I put on my underwear, and I've been really happy with them ever since I bought them. Trunks, TRUNKS.
Yeah, but like, are they like $20 a pair because they're Calvin Klein or what?
Nah, you can find them on Amazon. You can get like 3 or 5 packs for like $15-20. I don't know, depending on what you get.
Yeah, but can I find them on Temu?
I don't know what the fuck Timo
probably
is,
not.
so go
no,
fuck yourself.
No. You can find clues and cleans.
You could probably find some trunks on Timo. I can't promise that you won't get the clap from them.
All right,
that happened to me once.
All right, so new podcast homework. We're all going to order underwear from Temu.
Does that mean I'm invited back after this travesty?
Men's boxers. Here we go.
Yep. Yeah. We're gonna order underwear from Temu.
Okay.
I'm sure they're gonna come in like a pack of 100 though, right?
I don't.
I have a better idea. Let's all get jock straps and do the next podcast in jock straps.
Just so you know, I just typed men's boxers into Temu. The fourth picture is 10-piece men's boxer briefs. And you know how like a lot of boxers have like the brand name on the band? These just say men. So right on the front of your boxers, it says men.
Wow. Sometimes it's helpful to specify a preference.
Yeah. Oh. Drew, I have a very, very, very boring answer to this question. I have tried lots of different styles of underwear, and I decided I am not a fancy Duchess when it comes to underwear. I just buy Hanes tagless boxer briefs, cotton. Boom.
I'm pretty sure that's what I'm rocking.
Yeah.
The problem is, right, because of my big, sweaty, meaty thighs, when I work out in those, like they deteriorate so fucking quick.
Oh yeah,
right?
you can't have thigh coverage with that.
No.
Drew, actually, what I have to do is short circuit this because if you're wearing underwear while you lift, you're fucking up. You should not do that. Buy a pair of running shorts and cut the lining out. So like buy a pair of like any sport brand, doesn't matter if it's Adidas. I mean, I'm partial to Adidas, so I'm not going to name any other brands. So I'm going to say buy a pair of Adidas running shorts with the shortest inseam you can find and cut out the lining so that your Drewness can hang freely and just lift in those. You don't need anything else.
See, that's
what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
that's funny because like back when I used to do CrossFit, and heck, even now today, like if I'm going to know if I'm going to be walking a lot and I don't want to deal with any kind of rubbing or chafing, I like the tightest, spandexiest boxers. Just like paint them on me. I want them as tight as can be.
Yeah, that's essentially what running shorts are, except with a little bit of give, so that you can get deep in your squats.
Okay,
because you got to get deep in your squats.
So, Eric, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So you're telling me, you're in the gym, you're doing your sumo deadlifts, bending over.
Sir, I'm not peeing at the top of my deadlifts.
And they're just out. They're just fucking out. No, you're just rocking it, huh?
Yeah. I wear. I think they're, if I'm remembering what the labeling correctly, it's like Adidas AeroFit or something. They've got somewhere between a 3 and 5 inch inseam, so your thighs are free to be, as it were. And I cut the lining out because I don't like that gusset feel when I'm doing my thing in the gym. And it feels great. Honestly, it's the best I've ever lifted. I gave up.
Using various machines, sitting on various surfaces.
Why are you trying to get your throat cut in a Taco Bell parking lot? I'll come. Well, I'll take a plane right to you.
I'm just making sure I understand the implication. And by the way, there are plenty of people walking around me right now that would look happily to cut my throat. I'll have you know. This is turning into a not a nice place to be.
But yeah, ever since you and Taryn made fun of me for wearing sweatpants one time while deadlifting because they had chalk on them. I started lifting.
No, that wasn't why. That definitely was not why we made fun of you. That was definitely not why we made fun of you.
No, why was it you made fun of me then?
Because people don't work out in sweatpants anymore. This isn't 1987.
Okay, well, so I stopped that and I started working out in running shorts that I cut the gusset out of. I cut the lining out of. And honestly, it's the best workout I've ever had. And it's especially good when you're benching because you're laying down and you know that everyone's kind of looking up the leg of your shorts a little bit.
Yeah, see, that's like my nightmare.
No, it's not a nightmare. It's fucking fantastic. Very freeing.
Yeah, freeing in the sense that you're probably going to get a stern talking to and maybe not asked to come back.
No. Everyone's impressed with you. Everyone's impressed with you, just how cool you are.
Impressed is an interesting word.
Yeah. What else would they be?
Scared? No. Turned on? Nope. No, I don't think.
Everyone is just like, you know what? That guy lifts. But that's the end of it.
I'm sure that's exactly what they're thinking while they're looking up your shorts while you're bench pressing.
Absolutely.
The first thought might be, oh, he lifts, and then the second thought would be, oh my God, that's his scrotum.
You know what, Drew? I don't think anyone else at the gym is a doctor, so those are big words. So I'm pretty sure they're just like, you know what, that dude lifts. I think they're just like to see some dude lifting.
He lifts so hard his underwear came off. Yeah, that's probably what
it just exploded.
You know what?
Yep.
Yeah, you know what? I don't mind because the little tip jar I leave out fills up pretty quick.
Yeah. To handle all those legal fees. All right, give us another topic. What other topics we got here?
On the document, not much. There's a quick thank you.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Is that from you? I imagine that's from you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's from me. Ever since last episode, and then of course, because social media and everything, and Erik Darling is no exception to this. Everybody was super nice and super kind. I got a lot of people who reached out to say they were sorry to hear about Rocky. It meant a lot. We got cards. We had a couple of donations come through to the Humane Society in his name. Again, there's far too many people to thank, but I will take this opportunity to thank Erik, who sent a lovely gift basket.
Oh,
that was really nice. So just wanted to say thank you. Yeah.
You like that sausage?
So look, no one was home to pick up the basket.
No.
So I tasted the meat after it sat on the front porch in this 98-degree Ohio heat for a little while.
Yeah.
The cheese was the cheese was too far gone. I ate some of the meat though, and I'm
cheese
okay.
Was a loss, huh?
Yeah, the cheese was a loss, but the meat was still okay. And the chocolate, we had to put it in the fridge so it could solidify.
Yeah.
But no, I mean everything in it was good, other than the cheese, which I think curdled.
Yeah, I was a little bit worried because after the Arby's fiasco, here I was sending you meat and cheese on the occasion of your dog dying, and I just didn't want it to be fucked up again.
I don't know why you listen to people.
Didn't want another meat and cheese fiasco.
It was a beef and cheese fiasco.
Well, I feel like one more beef and cheese fiasco would have really put a stress on our friendship. So I'm glad that this one was not a complete fiasco.
We're friends. Nice. Okay.
I mean, at least until you insult my meat and cheese again.
Well,
I don't know if I can handle
I'm just more interested in your workout routine, but I'll let it go. I'll let it go for now.
Anything you want to know, man. Anything you want to know.
All right. We got about 12 minutes left on this podcast. What else we got?
I'm spent. I've already just all my content is just drained right out of me. So
was it me talking about my shorts? Is that what drained it out of you, Paul?
I say we call it. Let Erik go get drunk at the questionable hotel bar, and let you drive back to Central Ohio, Drew.
Yeah, but hold on. I got one more question.
Okay,
I got one more question for Erik.
Okay.
Yeah.
Erik, for your training tomorrow and all the things you're going to do this weekend.
Yeah.
Which laptop did you bring?
Wow. That's a great question because it's sitting right in front of me. So I have my Lenovo P16 Gen 2 sitting in front of me with
You fucking coward.
Okay. But anything else that I would bring with me would not be serviceable. And the Azure VM that we set up was costing me $567 a month in SSD storage. So that thing got cut pretty quick. Yeah. totally reasonable cloud rates for something that I wasn't using. But yeah, so I have this thing with me because I get my 128 gigs of RAM. I have some kind of processor in there that I don't know does things correctly, and I have 4 terabytes of very fast. I don't know whatever Lenovo puts in there for storage.
Okay, so my question is all of your students going to hear you over that deafening fan noise?
Actually, the fans in this are pretty good.
Okay.
I've had with other Lenovo's in the past, specifically with like older ThinkPads. I think it was like the W series. The fans are pretty fucking atrocious, but this one does actually all right. This one I can live with. I would have brought one of my Macintoshes with me, but it just neither of them have the gusto to hold up to the massive database workloads that I throw at it, which I'm sure Steve Jobs is just pain to hear from beyond.
Probably, yeah,
probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's one thing I can bitch about with this is, and this is less of a Lenovo thing than more of just a general Windows thing. But I don't know what the hell happened, but I can't sign in with my PIN anymore. So like whenever I go to sign into my laptop, the workflow is I open it up and the facial recognition thing says something went wrong, try again. And then I try again and it's just like something went wrong, try again. And then it's like try entering your PIN. And so I enter my PIN and it says your PIN is currently unavailable. And so what I have to do is I have to say reset my PIN. And then I get a notification on my phone from the Windows Authenticator to say, hey, are you really trying to reset your PIN? And I say, yeah. And then I hit cancel and it signs me immediately into my laptop without any further problems. But the whole
extremely secure.
The whole process leading up to that is just fucking weird. I've followed all sorts of like weird online things that I found with that to like try and fix it, and just absolutely nothing works. I have no idea what happened. It was working great up until I don't know, some Windows update happened. So if I had one complaint about the Windows ecosystem currently, it's that every time I try to send to my laptop, I have to do 14 different things before it'll actually let me sign in.
Amazing. I'm super pleased with Windows these days because now like OneDrive isn't an option anymore. It's just kind of like, oh yeah, we're gonna put your files in the cloud. You don't even get a choice anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have any big thoughts or feelings on OneDrive. It seems to function, except that every once in a while I'll get this message. It's just like this file like wasn't compatible with OneDrive, and then I go and look at it, and it's like a .wav file that I deleted like 3 years ago, and I have no idea why it's still causing a problem because I never got a message about it until the last like 3 months, and it's just like, wait a minute. We can't sync this. This is wrong, and I don't know. It's all bizarre.
Well, the bigger problem I have is I like OneDrive, and I'm a OneDrive consumer because I do back things up to it. It's where we store the podcast episodes that I share with Paul whenever we double head, as we say in the business.
Yes, yep.
Because we're professional here.
Close, double ender, close.
Double ender, sorry.
There you go.
But my problem is like nowadays, if you install a game on Windows, it puts it in your My Documents folder. Like all of the save data and everything. And Steam don't like that. Like Steam doesn't like when your files are synced to stuff other than Steam. And like if you're like me and you can only finish if your Sims have sex and you have a bunch of Sims 4 mods, like those all get synced, and that's like just gigabytes of data that I don't want. Like I don't want anybody to know about it, especially OneDrive.
Yeah, like it's funny you mentioned that because I actually just like after I don't know how long, I finally just started deleting all the like weird Call of Duty stuff that would end up in my documents. So I had like I don't know, like 5 versions of Call of Duty saved stuff in there. I have no idea what was actually in those folders. Yeah. But I deleted them, and then I felt better.
Yeah, and it's wild because like you're syncing those to OneDrive, but they're also being synced to like the Call of Duty servers. Like that's like your configurations and key bindings and everything. So it's like double sync, and I like the old days of like, if you did a fresh install of Windows, it's like, hey, do you want to set up OneDrive now or set it up later? And I'd be like, well, I'll set it up later. And then you would choose sort of what folders on your computer that were going to sync. And now you're not afforded that luxury anymore. It's like you install a fresh copy of Windows, boom, literally everything is synced. And what extra sucks is like now, even after I turn the sync off, I have like 2 desktop folders. And like one of them is the desktop folder on OneDrive, but the other one is the desktop folder on my actual computer. And that's sometimes like when sometimes when I'm saving something, I was like, oh, I'll save it to the desktop, but not like the actual desktop where I'm actually like looking at it. It's the other super secret desktop. So yeah, it just sucks all the way around.
Wow, I found a copy of a will that I made in 2017.
Oh, am I in it?
You're welcome.
In 2017? No, I don't think so. That was before me and my wife went on a trip to France without the kids. That was actually shortly before our first like trip after having too many children, which was at that time was one. And my parents were watching her. Wow.
And you guys decided to make out a will. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, we were both paranoid about all sorts of weird tragedies befalling us.
So, okay, here's a real question, because this is something that I actually had to consider in my life for reasons that if you ask me, I'll talk about. But
okay,
in my will, so if you guys have a will, do you have people that are not immediate family in the will?
No.
Okay, I do.
Well, yeah, what choice do you have?
Well,
I want to be the largest possible burden I can be on my children.
Got it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's their problem.
I mean, so, okay, hold on. Let me refine the question, right? Because Eric, you do bring up a good point. Like, I don't have a legacy. I don't have kids, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. But when I say immediate family, I mean people who aren't in your family at all.
No.
Interesting. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
there's not something.
It basically goes like,
go ahead.
If I die in this hotel room on my own, everything goes to Ashley.
Yeah,
if me and Ashley both die, everything goes to like whatever set of parents is alive and is capable of like taking care of the kids, which at this point is a dwindling set of parents, and they have to use whatever we leave them to take care of the kids with. And then if we both die and there are like no parents, then everything just goes to the kids because fuck it, anarchy.
Got it. So for me, right? Like I have like dangerous firearm items that like the state and the federal government know about, right?
Yes.
And there has to be an established chain of custody if something were to happen to me. Now, my wife obviously knows how to operate firearms, but she has like no interest in like some of these other items, right? So, like
the dragon dildos and the flight simulator controls.
The dragon, like the dragon, the bad dragon shaped suppressors, right? Like nobody, like she doesn't care about that. And she doesn't want to have to worry about it. I don't want her to have to worry about it, right? So like I'm in the process of like drafting up like an actual firearms trust that I'm going to put like my buddy in, who, is kind of in the same boat. He doesn't have kids either. And we're like trying to figure out like, okay, if one of us like dies, like these have to go somewhere. They're expensive. Like we don't want them to just be like destroyed. So we're trying to like establish a chain of custody where like one of like, we will be able to pass those on to each other if something were to happen to us. So I don't know if you guys have like edge cases like around that where like certain heirlooms or things that maybe, are important to your friends or, maybe wouldn't go to your immediate family is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, no, nothing like that. I mean,
Again, I want to be the largest burden possible on my kids. It's their problem now. Haha, suckers. It actually would be Zach's problem because he's the only adult. But yeah.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have anything
for now. Yeah.
So I mean the way I look at it is that everything that I have that I could possibly pass on to anyone is immediately, if this is even a word, liquidatable. So like you could take it and you could just sell it if you wanted to, and like no one would stand in the way of you selling it. So like with firearms, obviously, I mean, you could certainly put like, leave them to like get it put up for auction or something, right? Like, you could find something to do with them in like some weird gray zone where someone could buy them legally that would, help Bandy or whoever is left over from the Furzuels after your untimely demise, perhaps from a firearm. And then, there's like stuff you could do with it. And I don't know. I just don't have anything that like would require being acquired by like a special third party that would necessitate me having people outside of my family in there.
Well, I mean, I know this went to like a super weird macabre place here, but
no,
is there anything in your will that you have like instructions for? Like, this is what I want to have happen. Not necessarily like, this goes to this person or whatever, but like, I'll just use your watches as an example, right? You have obviously very nice watches. Would you want like your kids or your wife to hold on to those? Like, would you have special instructions to say, hey, hold on to these. Don't just go sell these.
Oh no, I'm dead. I don't give a shit what you do with it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm a
therapist.
I don't give a shit.
No, please wear them.
No, keep what you want. Burn it all. I don't care.
Yeah, you must wear them in perpetuity.
No,
no, I don't know. Like, there's nothing in my life where I'm like, oh, you have to do this special thing with it, except my body, which I want to be dressed in a tuxedo and shot into space.
Nice.
Yeah, but I don't think I can actually legally oblige anyone to do that.
I mean, if it's written down and you notarized, I mean.
Yeah, but good luck in getting like any follow through on that. They'd probably just build a catapult and shoot me in the East River.
Do you have any strong feelings about being buried or cremated?
No,
I do.
Okay.
Oddly enough, I had this conversation with somebody else recently. I do not understand burial at all. The fact that someone's like, I'm dead, I want to take up this 6 foot by whatever square of land for the rest of eternity. I don't get it. Just set me on fire, throw me away. I don't care. Just don't put me in the ground.
I mean, it's not even for eternity. It's like until the next good flood. I mean,
true. Yeah.
Ohio's kind of in a valley. You could maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, parts of it.
You might rise to the top again.
No. In fact, that's really my only wish is do not put me in the ground. Just set me on fire. Yeah.
I mean, I think financially it's considerably cheaper to go the cremation route. Like considerably cheaper.
Yeah.
Like caskets and all the funeral industry and everything that goes along with it is lucrative.
Yeah, but hey,
necessary.
If we want to lock into today's low rates, they'll gladly take your money for your death in the future.
100%. I'm kind of joking, but I'm not. I sort of want to go the burial route, if only so that I can have a headstone that reads, "I don't rot on your lawn, so please don't dance on my grave." I kind of, for the lulz, I guess you could say. But
you can have a headstone even if you get cremated.
Yeah. That's not how that works.
I have several family members who have been interned in a plot, and some of them are cremated, and they just
they're in like a mausoleum.
No, they're in the actual factual ground at Mount Auburn Cemetery in Massachusetts.
So they have a headstone and they have a plot, but they're not.
Yeah, they have a headstone. Yeah. So
that feels like that feels like the worst of both worlds.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, if you want to look at it that way. I mean, I would like a headstone that says "I wish I worked more."
Yeah.
But I'm probably not going to get that.
I mean, some cemeteries have like those, quote unquote mausoleums where they have
I think you have to be Asian for that, though.
Well, no. They have like the plaques on the wall, and I think some of them have actual like tombs behind them, but I think some of them are just like literal plaques that said like, this person lived and died, right? And they're probably cremated somewhere. That I get. Like an actual headstone, though.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that necessarily. I just don't. I don't need to take up. I don't need a bunch of dirt dedicated to my corpse.
I'm
done with it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what the best headstone I ever saw is. It was in a graveyard in Montmartre, France, and it was just like these like outdoor glamour shots of like this French guy just like smoking a cigarette with like different scenic backgrounds. were like clearly fake. It was like him smoking a cigarette in front of the Alps, and then like him smoking a cigarette in front of a rainbow, and then like him smoking a cigarette just like in front of some flowers, like some sunflowers. And I tell you, like I don't know.
I mean, French people like to smoke.
Yeah, but I really think there's something to that where you're just like, yeah, I'm dead, but look how happy I was.
Yeah,
smoking cigarettes in France.
Smoking cigarettes in France. When's the last time you had a cigarette, Eric?
Fairly recently. You know, I'll occasionally have one when I drink too much and I'm feeling social with people who have cigarettes. You know, it's not. Yeah, I try not to let it creep into my everyday life, but it's like you know, every once in a while, a nice thing.
Yeah, in periods of heavy drinking, the urge for me is pretty great. Like that was always my go-to when I would drink is have a cigarette because I feel like the nicotine just complements it.
Oh, absolutely. Well. And then my awful habit is in lieu of cigarettes, like every day, I buy nicotine lozenges. And so I have these like 2 milligram nicotine lozenges, and I just like crank those throughout the day as sort of like an after coffee or whatever thing. And you know what I'll tell you, like when I quit smoking, I really miss the the post cigarette buzz of like figuring stuff out, where you just like you get to get like that like the like hyper focus from it. And like for years I missed that because I quit smoking for like 10 years and I just didn't touch anything nicotine related for that whole time. And I discovered nicotine lozenges because I had like the end of 2022, like a really good friend of mine died, and there was just a lot of smoking and drinking for like this like month long period. And so I started getting like Nick fixes just like waking up in the morning. And I didn't want to start smoking like every day because that obviously it'll fucking kill you. But I started buying these nicotine lozenges to sort of like taper off that stuff. And I just found that like in general, when I was taking them, like my productivity when I was just like pop a nicotine lozenge and start whacking at the keyboard was fucking fantastic. And I was like, wow. Like this is what it must have been what it felt like to just like be able to sit at your desk smoking cigarettes all day. I just kept buying them and just like I would like wake up and have my coffee and pop a nicotine lozenge and just start working on stuff, and I felt great doing it the whole time. So I figure if I can get like the nicotine good stuff without smoking cigarettes and killing myself slowly, why not stick with it?
So is that the same as Zen? Is that what Zen is?
I have no idea what Zen is. I couldn't tell you. These are Nicorette like smoking cessation things. Yeah, so like you're supposed to take these to like when you're just like craving a cigarette but you don't want to smoke. Me, I just take them when I'm like, no, it's time to do some work, and I'll just nail one of these things and pop it under my tongue, and I'm good to go for like hours.
They're both tobacco nicotine products, but one is marketed toward quitting and the other one's marketed to cool people. So yeah.
I don't know what you're saying there, Paul, but okay, fuck you.
Just saying.
Well, Paul is firmly on the Zen train now, right?
Oh yeah.
Clearly Paul's a Zen man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was tempted. I was tempted like this morning when I was feeling a little rough. I seriously considered trying them because apparently it gives you a nice little perk. Nice little pick me up.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have caffeine in them, or is it just the nicotine?
It's just
nicotine.
What
hits you?
Yeah, just nicotine.
Dude, all you need is like some nicotine with your coffee, and like just so many things in your life level out. You're just like, cool, I can get this done and not think about anything else. It's fucking fantastic. Like that specific combo is just amazing.
Mm-hmm. Plus, it makes you poop. So
there's also that.
What nicotine makes you poop?
The caffeine nicotine combo.
Yes. That combination. Yeah. It gets me every time.
Yeah, it's like poppers, but for pooping.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And not for sex.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Very, very interesting. I learned so much today.
Yeah. So I would highly recommend if you're out there and I don't know, maybe you're like a former smoker, or maybe you just feel like after you drink your morning coffee, you just don't have that like robust morning feeling anymore. Get some sort of like, smokeless nicotine product, and your life will change for the best.
Really?
I don't care what you get. Yeah, no, it really the amount of stuff that I can get done just like concentrating on it when I have nicotine in my system is like just far exceeds what I can get done without it. And maybe that's like a weird crutch or something that goes just in my head, but I don't know, man. Like I just find it works really well for me. I've met one other person who did something like that. Actually, the only other person who I ever had a discussion like this about, and Drew, you may remember her fondly, was Chrissy Lemaire of DBA Tools fame. We had a conversation about nicotine stuff at one point, like 5 or 6 years ago. And, she was just like, I'm thinking about just like chewing nicotine gum all the time. Cause like, like every once in a while I'll have a cigarette, like while I'm drinking, and like this, like all this stuff pours into my head, and like, I just want to get it done. And I have like this like these like euphoric fucking ideas about like how to fix things. Like this, like things occur to you, like this, like wire some connectors differently. And I was just like, you know what, that makes a lot of sense. Like, when I used to like take cigarette breaks, I'd come back from the cigarette break and just be like ready to get a whole bunch of crap done. And I don't know. I think she was right about that, because like when I started doing it, I was like, wow, it really does work. Like that bug I've been trying to work out for like, I don't know, 2 days without nicotine. Oh, all of a sudden, oh yeah, I got it. Like there it is.
Paul, do you find that you manage harder when you're all nicotined up?
No.
Do you make better PowerPoints?
Yeah, I excel so much harder. I've measured it. I excel 13% harder.
Yeah, Paul gets that done, baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he lays people off real hard.
I just send more emails. So much more. I am totally sold out.
I bet no, you can still do nerd stuff. I know that you can.
But I really don't anymore.
But you could.
I could.
Could if you had to. You could.
If I had
I believe
to,
in you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't hate you enough.
I'm sure Paul does very well without doing nerd stuff.
I do okay, Drew.
Yeah, do you feel like you're getting by all right?
I'm getting by all right. Yeah.
Good.
I do.
All
okay.
right. Hey, by the way, did you buy a car?
No. I haven't even started to test drive anything yet. I just.
Well, yeah, you can't. It turns out you can't do that without insurance either. Then you see a copy of your insurance card.
True. That would have been real embarrassing.
Yeah,
this is expired. Huh. Fuck.
That's how I found out my license was expired in a roundabout way.
Okay.
So, I mean, because I think I was working with you at the time that my license expired, Paul. Do you remember that whole escapade where I had to like retake my whole driver's test?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. But what happened was like my license expired, and I didn't realize it expired because like who looks at their license all day and who like knows when their license expires? It turns out that your license always expires on your birthday.
Yes,
I think
it does.
Birthday.
Yeah, but I didn't realize that, and I'm a relatively good driver. I've only been pulled over a handful of times. I'm literally knocking on my gear shift right now because I'm still like driving in the dark with headphones in somewhere in Ohio. Anyway, I went to an AT&T store to like upgrade my cell phone plan, and they asked to see my driver's license, as one does. And they're like, "Hey, your license is expired." And I was like, "Okay," but they're like, "We're not going to upgrade your cell phone plan." And it was like, guys, this is me. No one wants to look like this. Like, that's me.
Yeah.
Like, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
But they wouldn't do it. So I'm like, fine. So I did what every good boy does. I went to the Ohio BMV, run by the lovely Kiwanis people. And I said, "Hey, my license is expired." And they said, "Let me see your license." So I handed it to them. And they're like, "Yeah, this is like 8 months expired. You basically have to start over." I was like, "What do you mean start over?" And they're like, "Yeah, you have to like apply for a permit, and you have to like take your driver's test, and you have to do the whole thing over again." So let that be a lesson to you. Don't let your driver's license expire. It's like,
True.
and then like to add insult to injury, I had my learner's permit, right? At like 32 years old, I had my learner's permit. And my wife and I were actually driving to South Carolina, which is like pertinent to this whole story because I'm driving home from there right now. But we ended up getting pulled over. And like, thank God she was in the car with me, right? Because like you had to have a licensed driver.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she flew home.
You needed supervision.
Yeah. So then we were in South Carolina, and then she flew home, and then the entire 9.5-hour car ride home by myself was like clenched buttocks. Like I never went over the speed limit. I used every single turn signal. Like that was the best I've ever driven in my life.
I'm a firm believer of only committing one crime at a time in a car.
Yeah. True.
Yep.
But that was a hell of a thing.
Oh.
So don't let your license expire. Don't do that.
Or do what I do and don't get a driver's license because it would be irresponsible.
So, but you have like a state ID though, right?
I have a state ID that is on the verge of expiration, but I don't know if I'm going to even renew that because I have my passport, I have my passport card, I have my global entry card. The state ID is just kind of like a stupid formality. Like I'm still an American citizen.
Do you go anywhere where you need your ID that isn't an airport though?
Not really.
I mean, you guys go to fancy clubs and fancy hotels. I'm sure they ask to see some form of ID when you check in, right?
Yeah, but like for that I can pull out like anything that has a picture on it. Like they're not like, oh, this isn't a New York State ID. What the hell?
But hold on though. Do you just carry your passport around everywhere?
I take my actual passport when I travel, even domestically, because sometimes so I have Clear. And sometimes you have to show like additional ID. So you have to, of course I am. I want to skip the line. So sometimes I have to show my passport for that. But for the most part, like, no, I don't have to take my ID out for anything.
Does New York let you add your ID to your iPhone yet?
I have no idea. Couldn't tell you.
Because they just started doing that in Ohio, Paul. I don't know if you did that yet.
Have you done it?
I've done it.
I could not. I don't know whether I had the jitters or what, but I could not hold my camera still enough to get those photos to take.
Oh yeah, no, it was a huge pain in the ass.
I mentioned after like the fourth try, I gave up. So yeah.
But it's a trap. So I tried doing it at the airport because I had to show my ID to go to the airport. They're like, nope, we don't do that. I'm like, okay, well that sucks.
Yeah.
And then like I'm not going to hand it to a cop, so I'm not going to hand my phone to a cop.
Exactly.
Right. So I don't really know where I'm going to use my digital Ohio license ID.
Here's my unlocked phone. Have at it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So I did it just to say I did it, and there's a digital form of it now that's a hacker's going to steal one day. But like,
hell yeah.
I don't really know what I'm going to use it. I haven't figured out how to use it. Like, who's going to take that? Because the airport didn't. Like, yeah. John Glenn International sure didn't.
What?
Oh, I was going to ask Paul about iPhone stuff, but like we're way over.
Yeah, I want to go say hi to my family. I haven't seen them all day.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying.
All right.
Just saying.
What did we learn?
I want to go say hi to a bartender I don't know.
Yeah. What have we learned tonight? And I'm going to sit in my car for another hour.
What have we learned tonight?
Absolutely nothing.
Erik likes to show dong at the gym.
Yep.
That's gonna be my takeaway.
Yep. I'm gonna find some new underwear to buy. I'm gonna get some underwear off Temu. Okay. All right. We learned that we have a new fan.
We do.
A new fan.
Thank you.
Yep. Good. Up to 7 listeners potentially now.
Mm-hmm.
Paul has it. There's an infamous curb in Paul's life.
Yep. Mm-hmm. The curb.
Yeah. The curb. Not a curb.
The curb. The curb.
Yep.
Infamous curb.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Eric's staying in an airport, like a literal airport hotel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. And tomorrow I'll be.
That place, that hotel is just crawling with hookers.
God, no, like a hooker can afford to fly. You can't get into an airport terminal as a hooker.
Yeah, look, hooker. From what I know, hookers all stay with places that have motor or lodge in the name.
Okay.
So I don't think that the Grand
I don't know.
Hyatt at the Dallas Fort Worth Airport quite qualifies.
I bet you'd be surprised.
However, Paul, there might be some escorts here.
Oh, look at there you go.
And,
Yes,
yeah,
you got it.
And
You got
if some kind person needs to, help me get back to my hotel room because that last drink was a little stiff, who knows what'll happen.
I see. All right, Paul, Eric, you want to give any more plugs for stuff you're doing these days? You're going to be places and things.
Nah,
okay.
It's all right.
All right, Paul, take us out of here.
The 6 people who listen to this know where I'll be. So it's fine.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, doingthebest.com. You can find all kinds of stuff there. And thanks for listening.